Forget everything you thought you knew about medieval food. What if I told you one of their most revolutionary culinary secrets wasn't a spice or an herb, but something we now mostly associate with candles? Prepare to have your mind quietly rearranged as we uncover how humble beeswax secretly transformed everything from preservation to flavor in kitchens across medieval Europe. Hello, I'm Henry, and I like history, especially when it reminds us that innovation doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it drips. Imagine a medieval feast. Long tables, roasted meats, dense bread, the low glow of candlelight. Now forget the silverware for a moment. What if I told you the unsung hero of those kitchens wasn't salt or spice, but beeswax? For most of history, beeswax was known for two things: light and sealing. But tucked beneath that reputation was a culinary life we mostly forgot. And medieval cooks didn't forget it at all. Because beeswax didn't just sit in churches and chancelleries, it slipped into pantries, cellars, larders, and quietly changed how food survived. Medieval Europe had a problem. Food spoiled. There were no refrigerators, no plastic wrap, no expiration dates printed in comforting ink. If food didn't last, people didn't eat. Beeswax became a solution hiding in plain sight. Warm it, brush it, dip it. Cheese wheels were coated in beeswax, sealing out air and mold. Fruits were brushed or dipped, locking in moisture and slowing rot. Meat pastes and preserved foods were sealed beneath thin wax layers, extending their lives by weeks or months. This wasn't superstition, it was observation. Wax repels air. Wax repels moisture. Wax buys time. We know this from scattered recipe fragments, monastic records, and household manuals that casually mention sealed foods, assuming the reader already knew how. Because they did. But beeswax didn't stop at preservation. It altered food itself. Cooks used it to create glazes, a soft sheen on sweets and fruits. It helped stabilize mixtures, acting as an early emulsifier in sauces and medicinal preparations. And in confectionery, it added more than protection. A subtle honeyed aroma, a smoother mouthfeel, a finish that lingered. Medieval diners didn't talk about texture profiles, but they noticed when something felt richer, smoother, more deliberate. They may not have known why, they just knew it worked. Beeswax wasn't cheap. It required hives, labor, skill, which meant its culinary use often marked wealth. Elite households had waxed cheeses, glazed fruits, sleeve preserves, not always written down, because the best tricks rarely were. Beeswax became a hidden ingredient, passed through kitchens, not cookbooks, a quiet advantage. Much like modern kitchens rely on techniques you never see on the plate. Stabilizers, emulsions, processes that never make the menu. Different centuries, same instinct. Eventually, we moved on. Glass replaced wax. Chemistry replaced kitchens. Beeswax returned to candles, and we forgot its other life. But traces remain in niche modern cooking, experimental preservation. Artisanal cheeses still sealed the old way. For centuries, beeswax wasn't decoration. It was technology, a quiet, sticky solution that kept food alive and people fed. History isn't always shaped by kings or wars. Sometimes it's shaped by a beekeeper, a pot of melted wax, and someone who refused to let dinner rot. I'm Henry, and I'll see you in the next story. Thanks for listening.